We start with breaking news. A shelter-in-place advisory for Americans in Mexico is expanding.
That's the word from the State Department. Violence there slowing but still happening after the killing of a drug cartel leader. One of the hot spots is Puerto Vallarta. In that area, a group from the Coulee region desperate to leave. News 8 Now's Seth Padilla spoke to someone from that group.
I spoke with Lisa Kind, a member from the Onalaska Hilltopper Rotary Club. She says they are safe, but they feel like they're left in limbo. It's day 2 for the group with no end in sight.
At this point, we don't have any news on, when things will start moving. It's been very uneasy, I guess. Just, we're reaching out to people, that we know that work at airlines and, talking to our husbands that, and resources that we have connections with of like, what should we do? Do you rebook? Our airline is telling us to just hang tight.
Now, they are in contact with the United States Embassy, but they say the updates are vague. Lisa sent News 8 Now some of the updates she received from the embassy, information on the general area with recommended actions. Things like seeking shelter and avoiding areas with law enforcement were part of the tips. One member of the group was separated at a marina due to the chaos starting when they were on a whale watching tour. And during the lockdown, they are finding ways to pass the time.
We're able to, still enjoy the pools and the ocean, and the restaurants are still open here. Other hotels, I've heard everything is shut down.
And even met others from the Midwest.
The complex that we're in has some timeshares, and we met some people from Minnesota. So they took us in under their wing yesterday, and we hung out with them yesterday afternoon. They cooked us suppers.
The Rotary Club was in Mexico to deliver water filters for families there. Lisa says the worst part is not knowing what's next, but it's important to stay composed.
Yesterday morning was a very uneasy feeling, just the smell and the smoke in the air. It was just, you read and see things like this on the news, and you never want to experience this firsthand.
Even when faced with close calls.
Yes, we saw cartel at this point because we did see the mini bikes, because they were on mini bikes, and they're the ones that were setting the fires.
This is a developing story, so any other information that we receive, we'll be sure to relay them to you. Reporting in the newsroom, Seth Padilla, News 8 Now.